An entry from Julian filled with more positivity than anything, which honestly feels a little strange in his world. Welcome back to the 28th reading in the Wherefore Art Thou Journal series. If you're new here, every Thursday we explore selected passages from Romeo and Julian's private journals, the entries that were never meant for anyone else to read. Before we dive in, if you are not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can follow the journey each week, and don't miss our Monday shorts where I share sneak previews and behind the scenes insights into the story. So, is something finally shifting, or is this once again just the calm before the storm for Julian? Because this time, something feels different. He's finally getting a little bit of space, a little bit of freedom, but at the same time, he gets the shock of a lifetime when he walks into his house one night. So let's find out why.
Friday, May 19th, 2023. Entry by Julian. Oh my god, I can't believe I haven't written a single entry since Sunday. I really feel like I'm slacking. Not much has happened, aside from finally getting to see the finished product of Romeo's movie, and wow, it was amazing. Even by high school standards, it was so good. Everything else paled in comparison, though I imagine I'm a little biased. All I wanted to do when the film ended was run up to him and give him the biggest kiss imaginable. For obvious reasons, I didn't do that. It made me a little sad that I couldn't, though. I doubt anyone would have really cared, maybe a few jealous girls and possibly some gay or closeted guys at school, but Romeo's mine. We did manage to sneak a kiss in the car once we piled in the back of JJ's. Not much else happened this week. I've been doing my best to avoid Mom, Dad, and Tyler. Dad and Tyler have been so busy at the site that they've been getting home late every night. That's good news for me because it means they eat dinner and pretty much go straight to bed. They're trying to catch up with the Montagues, but I don't think it's going to happen. I overheard them on Wednesday saying they're still behind, even with the crew working overtime. That just means less take-home money for Dad's company because he has to pay his crew extra. He doesn't pay Tyler extra for that overtime, though. The joys of being family. I don't think Tyler realizes how much Dad takes advantage of him. I'm planning a little movie night tonight in my room soon. JJ and Maya are together tonight, and I've barely seen JJ this week outside of school. She's been stuck working late with Dad and Tyler, too. I wasn't going to ask her to do something tonight when she's had no time for herself all week. I thought about offering to go over and make her dinner, but like I said, she went out with Maya. I assume they're getting food, not like I can text and ask her. I ended up walking home most of this week. Mom doesn't drive, so it's not like she could pick me up. I don't mind, except for today because it was swimming day, and I was a little tired. I took my time, though my legs were pretty wobbly at first. I do miss being able to put my headphones in during a walk and listen to music. Luckily, I dug out an old iPod Nano and just listened to whatever was on it. Clearly, I hadn't updated it in forever. Not even going to admit what was on there. My taste in music has definitely evolved over the last 5 years. Some seriously dumb choices, my god. When I got home, I almost dropped dead because Mom was actually cooking. Cooking! It was such a rare sight that it felt like hell had frozen over. I was half convinced we were all going to accidentally get poisoned. I'm not even sure what she made. It was some kind of pasta dish. I think she just boiled noodles and added sauce. At least there were meat and vegetables in it. Well, it was something. I can't believe prom is only 2 weeks away. It's still weird that I'm going with Maya. I think it'll take some time to get used to the idea. I asked her if she talked to her boyfriend about it, and she said he's fine with it. Did she tell him I'm gay? I didn't ask, but it's whatever. He's met me before, so I doubt he cares. Plus, he knows I'm JJ's cousin, and that I've known Maya since practically the dawn of time. I did ask why he wasn't going with her, and I guess he's not comfortable in large crowds. I get that. I used to hate going to Tyler's football games when I was younger. Everyone would be decked out in school jerseys, and I'd show up in a hoodie. Definitely not school-related. Maya, JJ, and I talked about having a movie night at JJ's tomorrow. I've been tasked with picking the film, as usual. That's just how it goes when 3 of us hang out. They trust my taste. It's never something new, always a classic they haven't seen before. Sometimes they've seen it, but don't tell me until after. I've already found a couple of options to consider. We'll see. I still need to decide what I'm going to watch tonight. This is definitely going to be one of my shortest entries. I'm going to find something to watch and call it a night. I don't feel like writing just for the sake of writing. I want to shut my brain off and focus on the movie. What I do know is that I wish Romeo were here with me. The 2 of us cuddled up in bed watching a movie together, that's the dream. It's simple, but it's what I want. Just to hold him tight, kiss him whenever I want, and get kisses in return. For now, I'll settle for hugging a pillow. Oh wow, that sounds so sad and pathetic. But I'm gonna do it. Not like like a cheesy movie where I put his picture on the pillow or anything, just a regular pillow hug. Alright, time to find something to watch. I'll scroll through Netflix and see if I can find anything good. Sometimes that turns into a whole hour of indecision, so I probably should just go through my watch list and pick something I've already saved. Yep, that's the plan. Later.
His dad and brother working overtime on the job site has actually turned into a benefit for Julian, at least for now. But knowing those two, that peace probably won't last forever. And then there's the moment that completely catches him off guard. Walking into his house and seeing his mother cooking dinner. Something he generally wasn't expecting. He even throws a little humor into the entry, joking that hopefully he doesn't get poisoned. And honestly, I channel a lot of my own life into the experiences of both Romeo and Julian. But more often than not, I find pieces of myself in Julian. Now, unlike Julian's situation, my mom did cook, and thankfully none of us ever got poisoned. What really stands out in this entry, though, is how much solace Julian finds in his bedroom. That is his safe place, the one part of the house that actually feels like his. With JJ out spending time with Maya, he's left alone for the night. Thankfully, he has a TV in his room, which means he can settle in with a movie. And honestly, that's a struggle we can all relate to. Not whether to watch something, but what to watch. But underneath all this positivity, there's still one thing weighing heavily on him: Romeo's short film. If you caught the last reading, you already know what happened. Because while everyone else was celebrating Romeo's big moment, Julian was focused on something much simpler. He just wanted to kiss his boyfriend. And the fact that he couldn't, that's the part that really actually hurts the most. Because he should have been able to. If you're enjoying these readings, make sure to like the video. It really helps more people discover Romeo and Julian's story. Then subscribe so you don't miss the next entry in Wherefore Art Thou Journals Volume 1. New readings every Thursday and shorts every Monday. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you think things are finally starting to improve for Julian, or does this piece feel temporary to you too? Let me know your thoughts. And if you want the full story, including everything I don't read here, you can order Wherefore Art Thou Journals Volume 1 through the links in the description or at romeoandjulian.com. Until next Thursday, keep your heart open, your journal close, and your story unfolding.